doing a trade recap for today. It's Tuesday. I ended up winning and making I think 1,000, which is a bando. But yeah, I think my last post was like 5 days ago, and that's because I didn't trade Friday or Monday, but I ended up trading today, so I ended up winning. But yeah, let's just get right into the recap. So my narrative was overall just bullish. I was pretty strong on my narrative, straight up bullish. So anything that presented for shorts, I did not care about, and I'll tell you the reason on that as well. But looking at the higher time frame, we have equal highs up here, which is also all-time highs, and we had a huge rebalance from making this all-time highs, or from making these equal highs. Right, we created these all-time. We created these equal highs, which made us rebalance lower, and now us being down in this range now, we had manipulation. So now I'm expecting that this is just a rebalance move, and this manipulation is going to drive price all the way back up to all-time highs, which is also targeting these equal highs, right? And scaling down, it still just looks overall bullish because we're not sweeping any lows. We're kind of just doing this, right? Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I seen on the lower time frame and how I kind of the lower time frame with the hard. So off of market open, we had manipulation paired with SMT, and this drove price lower, but it was just a rebalance move. And the reason why I didn't take this was because I just didn't want to test my luck, and I'd rather just position myself with a trade that aligns with my narrative. But I mean, I guess you could have took this for a scalp, right? You know, stop loss right down there, or right there. That's also the reason why I didn't want to take this, because you just never know if price wants to go up a bit more, like up here, right? Right, not taking out this high though, right? Just kind of rebalance a bit deeper, and then finally going down, taking some sort of low. But yeah, it just wasn't like the best, like, or just like I just wouldn't want to target 30 points basically. So I didn't take the shorts, and long started presenting. I also kind of wanted price to manipulate the low, because if we look at this range right here from the low, this high, because this is like the current manipulation so far to drive price lower, it would just be my bad. It would just be nice for price to just manipulate this and reverse all the way back up to all-time highs. But I mean, that didn't happen, and that wasn't like anything like crazy to me where it was like, oh, I needed this to get swept. But I did not see that we had SMTs this low to this low, and also we did have internal manipulation, which I did see, but did not see that SMT. So I kind of looked away and did something in my room for a bit. And by the time I came back, which like legit in like 2 minutes or so, price was up here. So kind of missed my ideal entry, which is my fault, because I should have been aware and seen the SMT, which I should have been like, oh, we have SMTs now. Let me actually lock in and wait for the setup to present, right? Now's not the time to do something, right? And that caused me to miss out on a lot of money. But I mean, at least I still ended up making like a band, but could have caught way more points. I did end up, I think, catching like 50 something points. But yeah, so reason why this is the ideal entry is because we have SMTs with internal manipulation, and we have CB disrespect, right? With the narrative aligning a bit. So with this trade, I didn't take, right? But I looked for another setup that also correlated with this trade, right? Because overall, if you're taking this trade, you would want to be targeting at all-time highs, right? So I just looked for another setup within this trade. Basically, that was kind of my thought process. So we had manipulation right here, and we rebalanced, and we had displacement out of this, which I call PXH, or which is PXH. And I took this long, got out right here. And usually I don't take these, right? My protocol with current market conditions right now, it's straight up just manipulation and Civi Bissy disrespect aligned group. My bad. My nose is like clogged. Also aligned with narrative. I like to keep it simple. And yeah, but I just decided to take this because my narrative was very strong. So just took it. But I was originally aiming at all-time highs. But price legit edged my TP and went lower. Good thing I wasn't break even. Like there's this thing that like I've been dealing with for this whole month. It's like a psychology issue. It's where it's like I don't have any problems with my emotions like just before any trades, like even finding setups or even entering trades. It's mainly when I'm in a trade and I just can't full on hold to fold TP because like it's either I just it edges my TP or like it hits like maybe like $700 and it goes to break even. And now I'm like I could have got out at 700 and just been done for the day instead of being break even, right? It's kind of like, oh, you have like your TP target at like 1,000 and price currently is at like 700 in profit and it edges your full on TP and you hit break even. Now you're kind of like, dang, what if I just got now at 700? So like that's kind of my issue. But for this, I decided to hold, right? I decided to hold just to like all time highs, right? And but look what happens the day that I decide to just straight up just say F to my psychology and my emotions. Look what happens. Straight up edges and nearly stops me out. Like, you know how crazy that is? But, I seen it and I seen that we were forming a manipulation move with this getting disrespected. And at this point, I was like, okay, we're gonna hit TP, you know? So, trade was chilling. I could have targeted way more if I really wanted to, but I'm close to getting my payout. So, I'm kind of just hitting for the winning day. I did end up making a lot of money for today. Could have made more money if I took the ideal trade. But yeah, took this trade. Could show the X. Okay, yeah. So I did not TP at all time highs. Forgot to say that. Not TP at all time highs because I was just like, I'm taking that ban, right? I don't need an extra $100. So it, what the yeah, I took this right here, as you can see. Um, and yeah, that's the trade I took. And yeah, so that was kind of just the overall day. Could have targeted way more though. I wanted to hold. This would have been nice, but I'm fine with the amount that I made today. And yeah,